guys, it's Empress, back with another one. Let's get to it!
It's more than a statement, it's a way of life. Celebration, the Miss Jackson talking.
Alright guys, so today we're going to be listening to, or looking at rather, a compilation of young, fly Madonna. Alright, so let's get into these interviews. Let's go!
Tell me, what was it like when you came to New York for the first time about 5 years ago?
Yeah, well, I got off the airplane and I had $35 in my pocket and my ballet slippers. And I'd never driven in a taxi cab before, so it was all a new experience for me. Taxi cab driver just dropped me off in the middle of the city, which I requested, and it was an overwhelming experience.
So sis said she pulled up in New York, dropped me off in the middle of the jungle, like just dropped me off. And I love it though. I mean, just again the grind and dedication. Basically, she like, I came to New York broke with my dream. Yeah, so I love it. Again, respect. Let's go.
That first trip to New York can be quite an overwhelming experience. Madonna, tell me, what was it like growing up in a large family in Detroit and then all of a sudden winding up in New York City?
Well, actually, it's good preparation because when you have a big family, you automatically feel competitive. So that's I think that's a good sort of attitude to have when you get to New York. And my brother, come here, brother. This is my brother Christopher. He's also part of my big family, and he dances with me, and he was inspired and came to New York after I was here.
So one thing, them eyebrows, they run in the family, huh? Two, picking up her brother. Was he her younger or older brother? Y'all let me know. But again, either way, sweet, right? Looking out for bro. Third, I agree with her. I come from a family of 5, and so I agree. Just coming from a big family, actually, like, you have to learn how to, you are competitive, right? Especially if you and your siblings are close in age as well. Did she come from, I think you guys said a family of 7? Wow, that's a lot. And is she like the baby of the family, or y'all let me know where she fall in her family tree. And also, this interview, like, this is cute. I see this on some kind of dead show. Really, she a person who you need to go deep with, right? Because, I mean, that whole little line she just dropped about at her request being dropped off, middle of New York, overwhelming. I would have loved to just delve more into that. But wasn't the time, wasn't the right format. Alright, let's go. Next interview, please.
Contracts. We're here at Justine's in New York City. This lovely lady here is Madonna. She has so many hit records out. She had Everybody. She had Physical Attraction.
Ooh, Madonna with glasses. Okay, I get it. Let's go.
Burning Up, and right now she has Borderline. I forgot one of them, didn't I? Holiday. Oh, that was one of your biggest ones. How you doing? Welcome to Hot Track.
Thank you.
Right, so this is cool. The man naming off hits you got now. Like, now you got hits. You hiding the streets. I know she was too lit. Let's go.
You up to?
Besides making mischief, I'm making an album with Nile Rodgers.
What's it going to be called?
It's going to be called Like a Virgin.
How do you feel?
Ooh, I can't wait to get to it. Her face when she says it. Okay, trying to get a reaction.
Super Smash Record. Is this the biggest one so far? Borderline or what?
Well, it's getting up there. Holiday was really the biggest one for me, but I have a video to this, so that should push it a lot further than Holiday ever went.
And speaking of videos, we have a video that we're going to play right now called Burning Up, right?
Right.
So let's watch it, all right? We're going to talk some more to Madonna on New York Hot Tracks a little later on, but right now, her first video for you on Hot Tracks called Burning Up. Thanks again for coming by.
It's cool how she sit there like a little schoolgirl, young Madonna, pre-icon Madonna, right? Before Madonna had some respect on her name, Madonna. She just like, yeah, that's my song, yeah. And it's also interesting to hear her talk about just the songs, kind of attached, but then unattached she was to the songs, because she's like, yeah. And just how real and candid she is about the song too, right? Some artists can be in denial about their songs, so she's just kind of like, yeah, Everybody's pretty big, but, or was it Holiday? I think she said Holiday. Holiday was pretty big, but it didn't have no video. And why didn't it have no video for Holiday? Do y'all know the answer for that? Let me know what happened, okay? So she's like, yeah, Holiday was cool, but he had no video, so Borderline should do better. Yeah, it's just, young Madonna, dudes just like, yo, sharing that mic space. What's up? Yeah, like he barely know her name. Like, okay, girl, yeah, you right, okay. Alright, there's another interview from 1984. Let's get to it.
Chewy.
We were going through a depression in Australia. Sometimes you just go out and
I used to do that when I was little.
yeah, I do it all
My
the
mother
time.
wouldn't let me have chewing gum, so I'd scrape it off the sidewalk outside.
Dang, that's that. Ew.
I didn't exactly do that. I came from a very good school in Melbourne.
Me either, Molly.
Hello?
And shout out to Molly Meldrum. Like, I know him being a Michael Jackson fan since birth, right? Of course, I'm like a Michael Jackson encyclopedia, so I've seen a lot of great interviews with Molly and Michael over the years. And my favorite one's that bad interview, you know, Michael and the Ray-Bans and stuff.
It was good school, too. They didn't teach me those kind of values, though.
Are we wrong? Right.
Man, her energy, she the type of person who, I'm for real, and I don't even like hyping just because she's a celebrity, but I imagine she one of them type people, and I don't know if she's still like this, but at this point in her life, she's one of them type people who, you can even be in a room with them without like remembering, like she's just so rememberable, right? And her energy, she just got a lot of strong energy without saying nothing. And I think at times, and again it's just speculation for me, but that energy could be a lot of things at a lot of different times, or maybe even at the same time. But she was a person who definitely, I feel like, changed the vibe up in the room. Let's go.
I don't know how to interview you because it starts with this biog, who is Madonna.
Oh,
And
is that from Warner Brothers?
it sure is, and I'm over here in New York, basically on a holiday.
This and that record label already. Let's go.
That's a good cue, don't you think?
Yeah.
Because Holiday is becoming a big hit in Australia, and there is this lady called Madonna. Now, we've had Cyndi Lauper, and you come from the...
Ah, so Cyndi Lauper blew up before Madonna. I always thought it was the opposite. It's good to know.
around about the same area, don't you?
No.
No?
She's from Brooklyn. I'm from Detroit.
Right. That's probably why you speak a lot better.
Thank you.
No, I mean, nothing against Cyndi. But it's a hot single. So who is Madonna?
Me.
And where do you come from? Detroit.
Right.
And how did you start off?
In the music business?
Yeah.
The innocence of it all, like, who is Madonna? Right? It's like, and she just all smiling and giggling and, like, just looking like a girl off the block, right? Let's go.
Well, it was kind of roundabout how I got in the music business. I came to New York to be a dancer, or I was a dancer, and I came to New York to dance in a company professionally. And I did that for a while, and then I got tired of it. And I wanted to sing as well because everyone would hear me sing, and they'd say, oh, you have a great voice, you should do something. And so I decided to try and get into musical theater where I would still be dancing, but then I, be singing live on stage. And I was going to auditions for that, and I went to an audition for a world tour for Patrick Hernandez. Have you ever heard of him?
Born to Be Alive.
Yeah.
Y'all know I listen to that. Born to Be Alive. That looked kind of hard. Question for you guys. So has Madonna, over to spend her career, has she ever done anything on Broadway? Drop me some comments below. Y'all know I want to know.
He was doing a world tour, and he was looking for girls to do backup singing and dancing and go around the world, and I thought that'd be great to start off in the music business. So I went to that audition, and the record producers saw me, and they thought that I should come to Paris and they would make me a star, that I was too good to be behind Patrick Hernandez. So
Facts. Didn't I say that earlier? I couldn't imagine her being in a group, and again, her energy, her presence is just too strong for her to be in the background.
to Paris, and that's basically how I got involved in music. Nothing happened to me there, of course, because that sounds too good to be true, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does,
But,
actually.
but I had a good
But
time
did
when I
something
was
happen?
there. Well, I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of love affairs. That's about it.
Lucky you. Yeah.
I'm talking about, I love this lady. Let's go.
No, well, I started writing songs while I was there.
Right.
But they didn't really know what to do with me, and they were really busy with Patrick, and I just got really impatient, and I came back to New York eventually after being there for 6 months. And by then I was really gung-ho about music and stuff, so I just got some guys who were in a band to teach me how to play guitar. And then I started putting my words to music, and that's basically how I got into the music business.
Interesting, interesting. So I was under the impression, I think everybody typically is like this under an artist, like you naturally just think like, oh, you know, you grew up wanting to be a singer or you grew up in music. It's interesting for me to know that she didn't even like start writing songs or even care about music until the whole tour with Patrick Hernandez. So that's cool to know. Interesting.
Right now with Holidays, I said it's becoming a big hit in Australia, and that's the one that's going to break you in Australia. Reading the press coming from America and England and Europe, they describe you as the new the female Michael Jackson. Have you read that?
Whoa.
Oh, no, I haven't read that.
Well, they have said that.
I've heard some other comparisons, but that's nice. That's flattering.
Not bad, is it? I went to the Ritz last night.
If somebody told me that, I'm like, whoa. I'm the truth. Shout out to y'all, female Michael Jackson. Let's go.
Well, what do you think of critics, incidentally, music critics?
I don't think about them very much.
Right. What do you think of people who assess your record and you believe in it and others perhaps don't, and they don't put it on playlists? You must think about that.
When people don't acknowledge it as
Yes.
being valid?
Yes.
I think about that, but I think that they'll come around to it sooner or later. Anything good gets listened to eventually.
Right, well I have a, and
Good
this is
answer.
the first time ever that I'll ever make this admission. I went to the Ritz last night in New York and saw the video of Burning Up. And it must have been at home, because it was released at home, and I know it was submitted. And somehow helping programming Countdown, never considered it. Last night, it won me more than Holiday.
Really?
Yes.
Know how fire Burning Up is. It's crazy to me to know like people were sleeping on Burning Up. It's crazy for me to know people were sleeping on the Madonna '83 album. Y'all stick around for that album review. We gonna talk about it.
Great.
So that's why I ask, who is Madonna? Because if I'm that far behind of not acknowledging a talent that I think now is a talent,
Wow.
then there's something wrong with me as well.
There is.
It's the hat, I'm sure.
No, I like
No,
that.
seriously, because I mean, like, Holiday won me over, but suddenly I saw Burning Up last night and everyone was dancing and it was just crazy, and I suddenly thought, that's going to be a hit.
Well, maybe you just needed more of a picture. I think that's how it was for a lot of people.
Yeah.
They saw the video. I mean, because when I'd made that video, a lot of people still weren't really sure who I was, and it didn't get played that much.
Right.
What?
So I think people needed to hear more records from me and see more things from me, and then the whole picture sort of comes together. So that's what happened.
No, I mean, like, do you like being categorised? I mean, you could be categorised at the moment as being like this dance come disco queen, I guess.
I could if that's all I was.
So what are you then? First question again.
I'm a singer.
And
I'm a
obviously a
performer.
songwriter as well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Interesting. I mean, like, this is so interesting, y'all, to know that within, what, like, about 10 years, this the same lady that's going to be dropping erotica and sex books and stuff. And having the whole world know who Madonna is. Like, whoa. It's just, like, mind-blowing to see and to hear. Like, this whole journey legit has been mind-blowing. But, again, we'll talk about that on the album review. Again, 3 great interviews, very insightful. I'm rocking with Madonna. Like, y'all asked me about top 5. I don't know, she might slide up in there. She might creep up in my top 5. One day, I don't know. Gotta keep this journey going to find out. Alright guys, but drop me some comments below. Y'all know I love to chop it up. Also, share this video if you will. Y'all know we taking this journey, so be sure to tell people that. And they be like, what's this girl doing? Yeah, she listened to Madonna whole catalog. Let's go, turn up. And also subscribe if you haven't, right? Come on, hit that red button, show me some love. Alright, I hope everybody's out there enjoying the holidays, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Hey guys, if you're into reading, be sure to check out my books on Amazon. They're in paperback and ebook formats.